Hey, what's going on, everybody? So, hey, this week there's been a bunch of game announcements and some gameplay, cool stuff that I'm looking forward to. Also, it looks like there's kind of almost a way you can pre-order the PS5, I guess. And there's also some really, really big news for Halo Infinite. So, without any further ado, let's jump into this week's video game news. So the first thing I really want to talk about is a lot of these game announcements. Now, I'm not going to go through all of them because I'm going to be honest, a lot of it was fluff, a lot of it pissed a lot of people off actually. But the first thing I do want to touch on is the fact that if you're looking towards the Nintendo Partner Showcase, they had some stuff announced, that one thing really that I care about, but a lot of other things were just kind of gone through. So like I said, I'm not really going to go through the list of everything they announced, but the one thing that really jumped out to me, and I think would jump out to most people who watch my channel, is the Final Fantasy Legend trilogy is coming out for like a 30th anniversary kind of thing. Now, if you don't know, Final Fantasy Legend is it's actually part of the Saga series, but in America they call them Final Fantasy Legend. It's its 30th anniversary. It looks like they had pre-orders were available to download as of the reveal, but also it's going to be coming out this December, which is really cool. I personally am holding out for a physical copy, and the funny thing is as of recording this, there kind of is a physical copy. Now, the picture you're seeing right now is what all you get. I was actually sent this by a good friend of mine who this popped up, and we were kind of talking a little bit, and well, it's a physical copy that's Japanese only. It comes with a soundtrack, it comes with all sorts of cool little things, some coins, but it actually comes with a download code for the game. So even if I was to buy it, I technically wouldn't be getting a game I could play. So that's kind of interesting. I don't know if something like this is going to come out to the West, but it's something that definitely caught my eye as a hopeful thing. But it's something that usually I would import, and I feel like importing this is kind of pointless. But what do you think? Do you think they will come out with a cool Western version, or is that something you even want? Or do you think it's worth trying to jump into this Japanese version? Let me know. So Gamescom also had all sorts of announcements, and if the Nintendo Showcase had exactly one announcement I cared about, I might as well have the same exact thing for Gamescom. Like I said, Gamescom had some cool stuff, including in the pre-show, they did announce that the Jurassic Park, Sim Jurassic Park, think Operation Genesis, that game for the PS2 and Xbox, the newer version is coming to the Switch, so that's cool. But the big thing I want to talk about is the gameplay that they showed for Ratchet and Clank. Wow. Oh my god. I said this before. If there's something that's going to make me jump on the PS5 train, it's Ratchet and Clank. Granted, I need to know when the heck it's coming out. But man, this gameplay looked really, really fun. I mean, when I saw the original gameplay trailer they showed during the PlayStation event, it looked kind of like too good. Like, is this really gameplay or is this a cinematic? And I mean, they really just show off their stuff here. It looks very fun, looks very cool. I love how you can pull the rifts to basically warp the level through you. It looks amazing. Definitely a game I'm heavily looking forward to. It's like I say, if there's gonna be something that makes me roll over to the PlayStation side over the Xbox, it'd definitely be that game. In fact, in a perfect world, if I really wanted internal conflict, it would be Halo not being delayed and coming out good. I'm not saying make it come out now bad, but a good Halo coming out versus Ratchet and Clank, that would be a huge dilemma for me. So you can kind of see where my heart is. But what do you guys think about this gameplay? I mean, it looks amazing. It looks really fun. Do you even really like Ratchet and Clank? I'm a big Ratchet and Clank fan, so this is definitely up my alley. And speaking of the PS5, you can kind of pre-order it. This, man, I don't know. This was a weird story when I heard it. Basically, on Sony's website, this is through them directly, so it's not like pre-ordering through Walmart or Amazon or anything. But through PlayStation, Sony's website, you can sign up for the option to get a pre-order. I don't know what that even means. It seems kind of like a weird slap in the face, where it's like, hey, Do you want the ability to have the chance of getting a pre-order for a console you don't know the price of? Sign right up. Kind of cocky, and I'm not saying that like it's not cool to be cocky, but cockiness is kind of what really got them bad on the PS3. PS3, they thought they're like, hey, we win. We dominated the last generation. PlayStation 2 dominated the last generation. We can do whatever the hell we want for the PS3. We'll make it $1,000 bajillion with a Blu-ray player that you have to play Blu-rays on. We don't care. Screw you. We're gonna win. I just don't want them to be caught up in that again. I mean, I love PlayStation. Like I say, I mainly play my Switch and my Xbox, but I love PlayStation. I mean, like, the PS2 is like the best console probably ever. But I mean, I just don't want them getting kind of cocky. And when you see stuff like this where it's like, hey, we're gonna give you the option to have the ability to think about buying our console, it just kind of, it kind of stinks of like douchery. But I don't know, that's just me. Some of you guys might have signed up for this, so hey, let me know if you did. I'm actually kind of interested. I'm personally not, because I still haven't actually made my choice on what console I'm gonna be getting yet. But hey, that being said, hey, let me know if you guys are jumping onto this Sony pre-order thing. And now for the last bit of news, this is very interesting. It's very interesting for a couple reasons. They're bringing in some huge talent who really, really brought home Halo 1, 2, and 3, bringing in that to help out with Halo Infinite. So these guys helped tie in the story and all that, and really kind of brought it over the finish line. But it's great news. I mean, I'm gonna say this is great news. Anything to make this game better is good news. Anything to make any game better is obviously good news. But the thing that's really weird here is, the big kerfuffle everyone's having with Halo Infinite was, the graphics and the ray tracing and technical things. But you're bringing in a guy who worked on story and plot. What does that mean? And I say that kind of a two-pronged question. What does that mean for the state the game is in right now? I mean, is that something that, was story an issue? Is that something that really needed to be looked at? It's kind of alarming. But another question I have is, what does it mean for when it's gonna come out? Now, they said, hey, 2021. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how you're thinking, but my assumption was early 2021, Q2 of the year, which would be like, February, March or something, fiscal year. But, when you're saying you're bringing in some story guys, some heavy hitter story guys, I mean, this could be like holiday next year. A full year delay on this game would be kind of a real bummer. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, there's other Xbox exclusive games I'm looking forward to. The Medium jumps out immediately. But, what do you guys think? Do you think Halo might have been in worse shape than we were led to believe? Or do you think that maybe they're just kind of tightening up some loose ends? I'm kind of interested to know how you feel about it. And so I always like to ask you guys a question at the end of the videos. One thing that also was announced I didn't really touch on in the main part of the video. So for those of you who stuck around, bonus news. They announced the Doom Eternal DLC, and it looks really effing cool. It also is going to continue the plot some, so I guess Doom Eternal is kind of self-contained, but I guess they're going to keep it going. But that kind of leads me to my question for you guys this time. What is like the coolest DLC you think you've played? I mean, whoa, that was worth it. That was almost better, maybe even almost better than the game. I don't know. For me, the best DLC. This is tricky, but I think a DLC that was maybe better than the main game would be the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 DLC, the Torna Golden Country. I mean, you could technically buy that as a standalone game, kinda, but it is definitely DLC, and it definitely and I love Xenoblade Chronicles 2, but it improved everything. That's just me personally, though. I'd love to hear your answers to that question in the comments down below. That's gonna do it for us today, guys. Hey, thanks again for watching the videos. We are approaching 3,000 subscribers, so if you haven't subscribed, please do. Throw a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you feel any kind of way, and hey, as always, take it easy.